I'm Dylan.
I'm Kobe,
I'm Hunter.
I'm Zach.
and we are the 4 senior members of the baseball team.
Come support the defending champs tonight at 7:30 at Toronto High School.
German students have been working on the Butterfly Project based on the poem The Butterfly that was written by a child named Pavel Friedman in 1942. During World War II, the Nazis had designated small areas in cities which were a mere stopping point before being shipped off to a concentration camp. Pavel Friedman was one of the thousands of children to pass through the ghetto, and he did not make it back. Today there is a collection of poems published under a book called I Never Saw Another Butterfly, all written by children just like Pavel Friedman. The Butterfly Project comes from this collection of poems and is a nationwide project to remember the lives of children that were lost in the Holocaust.
While German students were reflecting on the tragedies of the Holocaust with the Butterfly Project, our social studies department was also focusing on this time period in history. Freshmen in Mr. Wallace's world history class began learning about the rise of Stalin, Mussolini, and Hitler, and the markers of oppression after the end of the First World War.
Meanwhile, 8th graders in Mr. Kedash's civics classes are working on a cumulative end-of-the-year project. Each student is creating their own country, where they have to use everything they have learned throughout this year. They pick a real area on the Earth's surface and then create a government using the population and resources of that area.
U.S. history students spent time studying America in the 1950s. Students learned about the 50s pop culture, poverty, JFK, the Cold War, and the LBJ's Great Society.
Our 7th graders were learning about the Civil Rights Movement in the 1960s. Students learned about Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and how the Civil Rights Movement continues to impact our society today. As you can see, it was quite a busy and productive week in our social studies department. In junior English, students learned about the college essay writing process. Mrs. Atazalo spent time discussing tips on how to write a strong college essay with students as they began to think about their college application process.
Students in Miss Leone's graphic design class learned about the use of fonts through their, quote, project this week. Students studied how font style, size, and type can be an important element in the graphic design process. Our 5th graders are out of this world. They are working on a space unit and science class with Mrs. Regan. They're researching a planet and will have to make a travel brochure highlighting important and interesting facts about their planet. This will all lead up to their rocket launches in a few weeks.
In athletic news, the Lindsley Cadet varsity baseball team advanced to play in the OVAC championship after defeating Fort Fry 8-1 in the semifinals. The Cadets will play in the OVAC championship game tonight against Martins Ferry in Toronto. First pitch is at 7:30. Good luck, Cadets.
Members of our varsity track team will compete tomorrow in St. Clairsville for their OVAC championships as well. We have the boys that qualified in the 100 meter, the 200 meter, 300 hurdles, shot put, long jump, high jump, shuttle hurdle, and 4x1, 4x2, and 4x4 relays. Girls will be defending their current OVAC title in shuttle hurdle, high jump, shot put, 100 meter high hurdles, 4x1, 4x2, 4x4, 1600 meter run, 3200 meter run, 800 meter run, and 300 meter hurdles, and a 400 meter run.
If you are looking to watch a game here at home tomorrow, softball has a doubleheader beginning at 12 on Holloway Field and lacrosse at 3 on Lockhart Stadium, Fawcett Field.
And that's what's happening in this week's Cadet Minute.